Hey guys, it's JaffiePlays. Today we're talking Wayfinder, the Grim Harvest Sword and Shield. Let's go over how you can earn and craft this bone-crushing weapon, as well as the base stats and the weapon's unique ability. This weapon's base stats are 100 resilience, 125 weapon power, 125 ability power, 250 crit rating, 416 physical defense, and 416 magic defense. The weapon's unique ability is Bone Geyser. Using this ability plunges the sword into the ground, unleashing an eruption of bone spikes in the radius of the Wayfinder, dealing damage and staggering enemies. Deals additional damage for each latent power pip consumed. Now that we have taught the stats and abilities, let's get into how you can craft this weapon yourself. This weapon, as well as every weapon in Wayfinder, has 4 components that are required in order to craft it. As well as the 4 components, it also takes gold in order to finalize the crafting process. The 4 components required are Grim Harvest Form, Grim Harvest Spirit, Grim Harvest Essence, and Grim Harvest Shell. The first component I would recommend getting is the Grim Harvest Essence. The Essence is the only component that doesn't need to be crafted. This is instead found as a drop from killing the Storm Twins. This boss is found within a hunt and is unlocked through playing through the main story. Upon finding the Essence, you now have 3 more remaining components that are required in order to craft the final weapon. I will go through the total numbers of each material required, along with where to obtain each of those materials. Once you gain all of these materials, you will be able to craft each of the remaining components. Upon crafting these components, you will be able to finalize the Grim Harvest. First up we have 27 Pristine Viridian Spectres. These can be found by running any tier 3 lost zones with the Flora imbuement on. Tier 3 lost zones are Baldum, Shrouded Woods, Bone Orchard, and Hollow Heart. When in these lost zones, you are simply looking for rocks. These will be all around the edges of the map, and upon hitting them will reward you with the Spectra. After that we have 87 Deepwood Spectres. This is found everywhere when running the Shrouded Woods expedition. There is no need to speedrun this, just simply run the expedition a lot, mining any rocks and doing all the events. I would recommend applying the imbuement as you are running this, allowing you to gain pristine versions on the side for all the future weapons and characters. Next we have 6 Gems of Avarice. These are found by killing loot goblins. This is a super easy material in order to gather. I recommend running an easy expeditions such as the Codex Halls or Undercroft over and over again. To make this faster, you could apply a speed buff to yourself using the Chalice. If you need an idea of what each imbuement does on the Chalice, you can watch my 10 tips and tricks video, link on the screen now or in the description. Next is 3 Trickster Coins. This is one of the harder materials to find in the game. These are found by using Trickster keys whenever you find a Trickster within an expedition run, then hoping that the item you receive from him is a Trickster Coin. I recommend running the Undercroft over and over again until you get a room that looks like this on screen. Upon reaching this, look to the top of the stairs to see if the Trickster is there. If he is not, then you can simply abandon and retry again, or you can proceed to finish the expedition as it may reward some Trickster keys for future use on the Trickster. Then on the list is 6 Storm Twin Eyes. This is a reward from defeating the boss Storm Twins in their hunt. Next is 3 Radiant Octrons. This is a reward from defeating the boss called the First in her hunt. Lastly on the list we have 24,900 gold. Gold is found by simply playing the game. You will find tons of it through playing the main story, completing side quests, doing events in the open world or lost zones, as well as anything else the game has to offer. If you are desperate for money though, and really struggling to get some, I'd recommend running the Undercroft on Sophia 4, applying the Greed Imbuement, then opening all the chests and gold piles in the dungeon. This will net you 3 to 5k gold a run. That is all the materials required to craft each of the components. On the screen now I've made a summary image, allowing you a point in the video to reference back to if you ever need a refresher on what you need to gather overall. I have broken it down into each component's individual costs and their overall costs. Once you have farmed all of that, all that is left to do is head back to the shop and craft your new Grim Harvest weapon. A quick note for anyone that ends up enjoying this weapon a lot. When the awakening system for weapons is released, you will be required to repeat all of the above steps again in order to craft the awakening items for the Grim Harvest. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, be sure to subscribe and like. Also, if you have any future things that you want covered or have any questions, then don't be afraid to leave a comment. As always, I look forward to seeing you all in Wayfinder and in the next video.